Hey there, treasure hunters. Imagine this, you're digging through an old jar of pennies, thinking, well, this won't buy me a cup of coffee, when bam, you spot something unusual. What if I told you that one of those little coins could be worth $1,000,000? That's right, today we're talking about the 1987 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Stick around because I'm about to break down how a penny could pay for your dream vacation, or maybe even your retirement. Alright, let's dive in. First, what's the deal with this 1987 no mint mark penny? If you're not a coin nerd yet, and I promise, you'll be one after this, a no mint mark coin simply means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Typically, Philly coins don't carry a mint mark. But what makes this particular penny so special is a combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand. Let's break it down further. The 1987 Lincoln penny is made of copper-plated zinc, nothing too fancy there. But here's where it gets wild. A few of these pennies left the mint in pristine condition, without any flaws or wear. Coin graders call this mint state, and if your 1987 penny happens to be one of these, its value skyrockets. Now, here's the kicker, some 1987 no mint mark pennies are selling at auctions for up to $1,000,000. Yes, you heard that right. Why? Because collectors are like me at an all-you-can-eat buffet, they're always hunting for the rarest, most perfect slice of the pie. Quick story time. A buddy of mine once laughed at me for obsessing over pennies. Then one day, he found a coin while cleaning his car. Guess what? It was a rare penny. He didn't hit the $1,000,000 jackpot, but he sold it for a few grand. And let me tell you, he's no longer laughing. Now, let's talk about spotting one of these jackpot pennies. Grab a magnifying glass, or just squint really hard, and check for these things. The coin looks flawless, like it's never been in circulation. That's your cue to check with a professional grader. If you think you've got the golden ticket, don't just toss it in your piggy bank. Get it appraised by an expert. And if it's the real deal, you could be rolling in dough faster than you can say, Abraham Lincoln. So, there you have it. The 1987 no mint mark Lincoln penny might just be your ticket to financial freedom. Who knew pocket change could change your life? If you've got a stash of pennies lying around, it's time to channel your inner Indiana Jones and start hunting. Before you run off to raid your coin jar, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll be back with more tips on coins worth money, insider strategies, and maybe even a few more hilarious stories. You're digging through your spare change to pay for a coffee, and bam, you spot a 1988 Lincoln penny. Seems pretty ordinary, right? But what if I told you that humble little coin could be worth a fortune, like, retire to a tropical island, fortune? Yep, some of these pennies are currently making headlines for fetching millions of dollars. Crazy, huh? Stick around, because today we're diving into why this coin might just be your ticket to financial freedom. The 1988 Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, hence the little D mint mark under the year. Over 5 billion of these were made, so why are a select few suddenly worth more than my entire student loan debt? It all comes down to an error, folks, a tiny mistake that turned an everyday coin into a collector's jackpot. The rare 1988 pennies have something called the reverse of 1989. I know, that sounds like a bad sci-fi movie, but bear with me. Normally, the back of the 1988 penny features a design from its era. However, some pennies got stamped with a reverse die intended for the 1989 penny. It's like wearing mismatched socks, except in the coin world, it's worth millions. Now, how can you tell if your penny is one of these rare beauties? You'll need to grab a magnifying glass, or borrow one from your grandma's knitting kit, and examine the FG initials on the reverse side of the coin. They're right by the Lincoln Memorial. If the initials look thinner and more angular than usual, congrats. You might be holding a piece of numismatic history. And let's talk about market value. One of these rare pennies sold at auction for over $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right, a penny worth more than a mansion. Imagine trying to explain that to your landlord. I can't pay rent, but how about this shiny copper coin? Jokes aside, the market for error coins is hot right now. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these anomalies. Speaking of anomalies, let me tell you a little story. A few years ago, I was cleaning out an old coin jar my grandpa gave me. I found a crusty penny and thought, just another penny. Fast forward to last week, I learned about the 1988 D error coin and realized I had tossed that jar into a Coinstar machine. Ouch. The moral of the story: always check your change, it might just change your life. So, what have we learned today? First, always keep an eye on your spare change, you never know when you might stumble upon $1 million penny. Second, invest in a good magnifying glass. And third, don't be like me, don't let potential fortune slip through your fingers. I'm not kidding. In fact, the 2006 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny has been making waves in the coin collecting world. What if I told you that this seemingly ordinary penny could fetch you a jaw-dropping amount of money? We're talking millions. So, grab a comfy seat, check your change jar, and let's dive into why this penny is making headlines and how you might just hit the jackpot with it. Let's talk about the 2006 D Mint Mark penny itself. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint, hence the D below Lincoln's portrait. Most of these pennies are, well, just pennies. But a few rare ones have some wild characteristics that make them incredibly valuable. Collectors have been scouring high and low for these little gems because they have unique errors or features that set them apart. Now, here's the kicker: one of these rare 2006 D pennies was recently valued at over $1 million. Yes, $1 million. For a penny. Let that sink in for a moment. It's like finding out your morning coffee cup is made of solid gold. So, what makes these pennies so special? Well, it's all about the details. Some of these coins have minting errors, like double die obverse, die cracks, or off-center strikes. These imperfections might seem small, but they're like winning lottery tickets in the world of numismatics. And here's a funny little story. I remember as a kid, my grandma would always tell me to save my pennies because they might be worth something someday. Of course, I thought she was just being old-fashioned. Fast forward to now, and I'm here digging through every penny I come across, thinking, Grandma was a genius. But let's not stop at nostalgia. If you're wondering how to spot one of these $1 million pennies, here's what to look for. Check the coin's date and mint mark. Then, inspect it closely. You're looking for any oddities. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe will be your best friend here. If you spot anything unusual, it's time to get that coin professionally appraised. Don't forget, condition matters. The more pristine the coin, the higher its value. So, no tossing it in your pocket with your keys and gum wrappers. And here's the crazy part: a viewer of this channel recently shared that they found a rare coin in their kid's piggy bank. They ended up selling it at an auction for 6 figures. Imagine turning a 1-cent find into a life-changing sum. That's the dream, right? So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone curious about the coins jingling in your pocket, it's worth giving your spare change a second look. That 2006 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny could be your ticket to financial freedom. Who knows? You might already have one hiding in your couch cushions. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Here on this channel, we're all about uncovering the hidden treasures in your change jar and sharing tips on coins worth big money. Share this video with your friends and family too. You never know who might be sitting on a fortune. You spot a penny that could make you a millionaire. Sounds crazy, right? But today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 2013 No Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. Yes, a humble penny that could be worth more than your dream car. Buckle up, because by the end of this video, you'll be inspecting every coin in your couch cushions. So, let's get into the nitty-gritty. First off, what's so special about the 2013 No Mint Mark penny? Well, coins without a mint mark were typically made at the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't add a P until recently. But here's the kicker: some 2013 pennies had a unique production flaw that makes them incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Now, before you start flipping your piggy bank upside down, let's talk about what to look for. The rare version of this penny is known for its pristine copper finish, crisp design details, and, wait for it, an elusive error on the reverse side. Sometimes, this error is a doubling in the text or a faint ghosting effect of Lincoln's face. These quirks turn an everyday penny into a jackpot. Still with me? Good. Let's talk money. The current market value of this rare penny isn't just chump change, it's in the range of hundreds of thousands to even a cool $1,000,000, depending on the coin's condition. And yes, you heard that right. $1,000,000. Imagine telling your boss, "I'm quitting because of a penny." Now that's a mic drop moment. Okay, I know what you're thinking, this sounds like a lottery ticket with worse odds. And yeah, rare coins are a bit of a numbers game. But hey, someone's gotta find these treasures, and why not you? I mean, I'll never forget the time I found an old wheat penny at a flea market. It wasn't worth millions, but I flipped it for a couple $100. That's a nice dinner, right? Plus, the thrill of the hunt is half the fun. Here's a pro tip: when you're hunting for these rare pennies, invest in a good magnifying glass or a coin loop. It'll save you from squinting so hard you develop crow's feet. Also, consider visiting coin shows or joining online forums where collectors love to share tips and discoveries. Trust me, the coin community is full of helpful, and slightly obsessed, people who'd love to help you. So, there you have it, folks. The 2013 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a tiny piece of change that could change your life. Who knew such a big fortune could come from such a small coin? Now it's your turn. Start digging through your pockets, raid your grandparents' coin jars, and keep an eye out for that $1,000,000 penny. And hey, if you found this video helpful, funny, or just plain interesting, don't keep all the treasure hunting secrets to yourself. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on more tips, tricks, and stories about coins that can make you rich. Let's turn pocket change into life change, together. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, today, we're diving into the 2017 Lincoln penny, yes, that humble little coin, and why it's making waves in the coin collecting world. Spoiler alert, its value might just blow your mind. Let's kick things off with a little background. The D on the penny? That's for Denver, where this coin was minted. Now, 2017 wasn't exactly an ancient era, but certain 2017 pennies are becoming legends among collectors. Why? It's all about rarity and condition. If you've got one of these pennies in pristine, mint state condition, you might want to sit down before you hear the value. Before we dive into the numbers, here's a quick story. Last year, I was helping my niece roll up her piggy bank change for a trip to the arcade. As we sorted through the coins, she handed me a shiny penny and said, "This one's too pretty to spend." I didn't think much of it at the time, but it turns out, that penny was a 2017 in incredible shape. It wasn't worth millions, but a collector was more than happy to pay $50 for it. Not bad for a penny, right? So, what makes the 2017 penny so special? It's not just any old penny. Collectors are on the hunt for ones that have errors, like double dies or die cracks. These tiny flaws make the coin unique, and uniqueness equals value. Think of it like those rare Beanie Babies from the 90s. Same toy, but a slight difference, and suddenly it's a jackpot. Now, here's the kicker. A top-tier 2017 Lincoln penny, graded as MS 67 or higher, recently sold for close to $1 million at auction. That's right, a single penny paid off someone's mortgage, funded a vacation, and probably bought a car or two. And while finding a perfect MS 67 penny in circulation is like winning the lottery, it's not impossible. So how do you know if your penny is valuable? First, take a close look under good lighting. Any visible scratches or discoloration? That's a no-go for the big bucks. Next, examine the mint mark and any potential errors. If you're serious, invest in a magnifying glass or even a digital microscope. Trust me, it's worth it. And when in doubt, consult a grading expert. These folks know their stuff and can tell you if you're holding treasure or just spare change. And hey, let's not forget the fun part. Hunting for these pennies can be like a treasure hunt for the whole family. One weekend, I turned it into a game with some friends. We pooled all our change and spent hours sorting through it. Sure, we didn't find $1 million penny, but we had a blast and even found a few coins worth selling. Now for the big question. Should you spend time searching for a 2017 Lincoln penny? If you're a coin lover or someone who enjoys the thrill of finding hidden gems, absolutely. Worst case, you'll end up with a bunch of pennies to roll and a fun story to tell. Best case, you might just strike it rich. So, what are you waiting for? Grab your coin jar, check your couch cushions, and start hunting. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Here on our channel, we're all about uncovering the hidden value in your pocket change. From rare quarters to $50 worth of fortune, we've got you covered. Who knows? Your next penny could be the key to early retirement. No, this isn't one of those cheesy infomercials. I'm talking about the 2018 Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. That's right. This seemingly ordinary coin has been making waves in the numismatic world. Stick around, because I'll tell you why it's worth big bucks and how to spot one hiding in your pocket change. First off, let's talk about why this coin is so special. The 2018 penny isn't just your average Lincoln coin. Some rare errors and unique features have turned it into a collector's dream. Ever heard of a double die error? That's when the coin design is struck twice by mistake, creating a slightly blurred or doubled appearance. It's like the coin had a rough night out and ended up seeing double. If your 2018 penny has this error, congratulations, you've hit the jackpot, but that's not all. Some coins have die cracks or small splits in the design, making them even more unique. Think of it as a birthmark for coins, a little flaw that makes them one of a kind. And collectors? They absolutely love one-of-a-kind coins. Now, let's talk numbers. A regular 2018 penny might be worth a penny. But one with these rare errors? We're talking thousands, and in some cases, even millions. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny could buy you a mansion or a fleet of Teslas. It's like finding out your childhood Beanie Baby collection is suddenly worth a fortune. Let me share a quick story. A buddy of mine was cleaning out his junk drawer, you know, the one filled with rubber bands, expired coupons, and random screws. He stumbled upon a handful of pennies and decided to check them out. Lo and behold, one was a 2018 penny with a double die error. He sold it at auction for over $50,000. Talk about a profitable spring cleaning session, right? So, how can you find one of these golden, or should I say copper, tickets? Start by checking your loose change. Look for the mint mark under the year, and then inspect the coin carefully. A magnifying glass is your best friend here. And if you think you've got something special, consider getting it professionally graded. It's like taking your coin to the doctor for a checkup, but instead of a prescription, you get a valuation that could change your life. Before we wrap up, let me hit you with a pro tip. When searching for rare coins, keep your expectations in check but your eyes wide open. Not every penny is a treasure, but those that are, they make the hunt totally worth it. Think of it as a real-life treasure hunt, only instead of a map, you've got your trusty coin jar. Alright, folks, there you have it, the fascinating and potentially life-changing story of the 2018 Abraham Lincoln penny. Who knew that something so small could be worth so much? If you're as excited as I am about the possibilities hidden in your pocket change, hit that subscribe button and join me for more coin hunting adventures. Don't forget to like this video and drop a comment below. Let me know if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're diving into your own junk drawer right now. Until next time, happy hunting and may your pennies bring you plenty of riches. Are you sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? What if I told you that a simple, overlooked penny from 1949 could hold the key to transforming your financial future? This isn't just another coin story, it's the untold truth about the 1949 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that could be worth up to $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny. Imagine the life you could lead if you stumbled upon this treasure in your pocket change or old coin jar. Let's dive into this incredible tale of hidden wealth and how you can uncover it before someone else beats you to it. Setting the stage, picture this: a quiet evening, you're cleaning out the attic or an old drawer, and your hand grazes a small, dusty coin. It's just a penny, right? Wrong. That seemingly ordinary coin could be a 1949 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. And here's the kicker: collectors are willing to pay jaw-dropping sums for rare coins like this. But why? What makes this penny so special? In 1949, pennies were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia have no mint mark, but what makes this particular year so valuable is its rarity and condition. Only a handful of these pennies have survived in pristine condition over the decades, making them highly sought after by collectors. If you're wondering, how rare could it possibly be? Here's a fun fact: a top-grade 1949 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny once sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. The excitement and urgency now that you know the potential value, let's talk about how to identify one. Take a close look at any 1949 penny you have. Does it have no mint mark below the date? Is it in good condition, without scratches or wear? If you're not sure, this is the moment to grab a magnifying glass and start hunting. And trust me, you don't want to skip this step. The stakes are too high. Let's address the elephant in the room: what if my penny isn't worth anything? Here's the good news: even average condition 1949 no-mint mark pennies can fetch decent sums, and the effort of checking costs you nothing but a few minutes. Here's where it gets exciting: imagine finding one in mint condition. These can auction for 5 or 6 figures, and in some rare cases, approach $1 million. Yes, a single penny could be your golden ticket to financial freedom. How many times have you ignored loose change, thinking it's insignificant? Well, the joke's on us, right? Who knew pennies could be million-dollar investments? The payoff: now that you're armed with this knowledge, what's the next step? First, start searching through your coin collection. And don't stop at your own stash. Ask family members or friends if they have old coins lying around. Every coin could be a potential jackpot. Even if you find one, the journey isn't over. You'll need to authenticate your penny to confirm its value. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can do this for you. Their expert evaluation could be the difference between a $10 penny and a $100,000 one. And don't forget, timing is everything. Rare coins are like stocks: their value can fluctuate based on demand, so don't wait too long to act. What would you do if you found $1 million penny? Would you pay off debts, travel the world, or invest in your future? The possibilities are endless, and it all starts with one small discovery. 1949 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of hidden opportunity, waiting to be uncovered by someone like you. As you're watching this, there's a chance you have this rare gem sitting quietly in your possession. Don't let it slip away unnoticed. So, what are you waiting for? Start your treasure hunt today. And if you find a 1949 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, remember to share your success story. You never know who else might need that extra push to start their own journey. This is your chance to turn a simple penny into a life-changing fortune. Don't let it pass you by. Stay inspired, stay motivated, and remember, sometimes, the smallest things hold the greatest value. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out a penny, and realizing it could be worth hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of dollars. Sounds like a dream, right? But it's not, and today, we're talking about a coin that could turn that dream into your reality: the 1960 Lincoln penny. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this penny is so valuable, how to spot it, and what you could do with your life-changing windfall. Let's start with a story. A man in Denver, a hobbyist collector, once stumbled across an old jar of coins in his garage. Buried among them was a single, unassuming 1960 penny. To the untrained eye, it looked like any other coin, but that penny changed his life forever. You'll want to hear what happened next. First, let's talk about the history of the 1960 Lincoln penny. It was minted in Denver and is part of a fascinating era in American coinage. What makes this penny unique isn't just its age but its potential errors and variations. During minting, some coins were struck with a small date, while others bore a large date. And here's where things get interesting. Certain 1960 pennies were struck with a noticeable doubling on the date or mint mark, a phenomenon known as a doubled die. These errors are what collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for. Now, you might be wondering, how much are we talking about here? In recent years, these pennies have fetched prices from a few thousand to over $1 million at auctions. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny could make you a millionaire. So, go ahead and ask yourself, when was the last time you checked your spare change? Speaking of change, let's shift gears for a moment. Isn't it funny how we can carry around something so valuable and never even know it? A penny in your pocket could be worth more than your car. That's the magic of numismatics, the study and collection of coins. It's a world where history, art, and finance collide, and it could be your ticket to wealth. So, how do you spot a valuable 1960 penny? Start by examining the date and mint mark under a magnifying glass. Look for any signs of doubling, particularly on the 60 or the D. Check for a small date or large date variation. And don't overlook the coin's condition. The better the state, the higher the value. But here's the kicker, even if your coin isn't in pristine condition, it could still fetch a fortune if it has the right errors. Now, let's circle back to our Denver collector. When he discovered his 1960 penny, he didn't think much of it at first. But after doing some research and consulting an expert, he realized he was sitting on a goldmine. That one penny ended up selling for over $100,000 at auction. Imagine the possibilities. What would you do with that kind of money? Pay off your debts. Travel the world. Start a new business. The potential is exhilarating. Before we move on, let me ask you a question. How often do you check your spare change? If your answer is not often, you're not alone. But that's also why so many valuable coins go unnoticed. Don't let that be your story. You have the power to change your financial future, starting with something as small as a penny. As we near the end of this video, let me leave you with a challenge. Go through your coin jar, your wallet, even the cushions of your couch. Examine every penny carefully. Who knows? You might already have a 1960 penny in your possession. And if you do, don't hesitate. Consult an expert, get it appraised, and take the first step toward turning that tiny coin into a massive payday. But here's the cliffhanger. What if the most valuable coin isn't even a 1960 penny? There are other rare coins out there, some even more valuable. Want to know what they are? Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for our next video, where we'll reveal more coins that could change your life. Have you ever looked at a penny and thought it could change your life? What if I told you that the 1970 Lincoln penny, the one you might casually overlook, could be worth up to $1 million? Yes, you heard that right, a single penny hiding in your pocket change could make you a millionaire. But don't just take my word for it, stick around, and I'll explain how this unassuming coin could hold the key to your financial breakthrough. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, a penny? Really, let me ask you this, how many times have you let doubt rob you of an opportunity? Let's make sure that doesn't happen today. Let's dive into the story of the 1970 Lincoln penny. This particular coin is no ordinary penny. It was minted in Denver in 1970 and has become a rare collector's item due to its unique features and errors. But what makes it so special? Let's break it down. First, there's the minting error. Some of these pennies were accidentally struck on a dime planchet, making them smaller in size and highly sought after by collectors. Imagine a tiny mistake at the US Mint turning a 1-cent coin into a six-figure treasure. If you find one in excellent condition, you could be looking at a payout that's life-changing. Still skeptical? Here's a little perspective. In 2020, a similar era coin sold for over $100,000 at auction. And with demand for rare coins skyrocketing, experts predict that prices will only climb higher. Are you feeling that twinge of excitement yet? Good, because this is where the story gets even better. Imagine for a moment, you're holding this coin in your hand. It looks ordinary, maybe even a little worn. But what if it's the golden ticket? Are you starting to feel the urgency? Good. That's your inner collector waking up. But here's the catch. Not every 1970 penny is worth millions. You need to know what to look for. Condition is everything. Coins in mint or near mint condition fetch the highest prices. And those with visible errors? Jackpot. I'll guide you on how to spot these key features in just a moment, but first, let's consider this. What happens if you don't check your coins? That little jar of change sitting on your dresser could be holding a fortune, and you'd never know it. Don't let this be another missed opportunity. Take action now. Start by examining your coins carefully. Look for the 1970 date, the D mint mark, and any signs of errors like double striking or being minted on the wrong planchet. Still unsure? Here's an insider tip. Take your coins to a trusted appraiser or numismatic expert. And don't forget online marketplaces and auction sites where these coins are often sold. But be cautious. Scammers are everywhere, and the last thing you want is to sell $1 million penny for pocket change. Before we wrap up, here's something to think about. What would you do with a sudden windfall? Pay off debt. Travel the world. Set up your dream retirement. The possibilities are endless. All because you took the time to check your loose change. Now, let me leave you with this cliffhanger. There's another rare penny, even more valuable than the 1970 that could be hiding in your collection. Want to know what it is? Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for the next video. Remember, the path to a wealthy lifestyle could start with a single penny. Don't let this opportunity slip away. Check your change today, and you might just change your life forever. 1971 penny, a coin most people would ignore, could be worth up to $1 million today. And no, this isn't a fantasy, it's happening right now in the coin market. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why your change jar may just hold your ticket to unimaginable wealth. Let's start at the very beginning. In 1971, something unusual happened at the US Mint. The Lincoln penny, for the first time, was supposed to be stamped with a mint mark indicating where it was made. But, for some reason, a small batch of these pennies slipped through the cracks with no mint mark at all. It was like a tiny glitch in history, a mistake that would go unnoticed for decades. These no mint mark pennies were essentially invisible, forgotten by most of the world, including the very people who made them. But here's where the story takes a sharp turn. Some of these coins are now being auctioned for insane amounts. And I'm not talking about a few $100, we're talking up to $1 million. Let that sink in for a moment. A coin worth 1 cent could sell for $1 million. That sounds too good to be true, right? Well, let me take you through why this is happening. This no mint mark Lincoln penny is a rare find, a true era coin, which collectors are absolutely obsessed with. And let's be clear, era coins are always worth more than regular coins. They're like diamonds in the rough, hidden in plain sight. Now, let's get down to the specifics. You see, the 1971 no mint mark Lincoln penny is highly coveted for its rarity. There were only a few hundred of them struck, making them incredibly difficult to find. So, if you happen to own one, consider yourself lucky. But here's the catch, this isn't the kind of coin you'll just stumble upon easily. Most people throw these pennies away without a second thought. And that's exactly why you need to be watching closely. Just imagine, what if that penny you tossed into a jar of loose change could be the ticket to a brand new life? The market for rare coins is booming, and prices are skyrocketing faster than most people can even comprehend. But before you get too excited, here's something you need to know: you may be sitting on a goldmine, but time is running out. Coin collectors and investors are hunting for these rare 1971 no-mint mark pennies as we speak. So, if you have one, it's crucial that you get it appraised before someone else discovers it first. Now, I know some of you are thinking, what if I don't have one? Don't worry, you're not alone. But here's the thing: there are thousands of rare pennies out there, and many of them have just as much potential to make you rich. Keep an eye out for things like unusual wear, off-center strikes, or other minting errors, because sometimes, the rarest coins are the ones we least expect. And if you do find one of these hidden treasures, getting it appraised could be the first step to your financial freedom. Selling it through the right channels could have you living the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. But wait, before you rush off to search through your coin collection, there's one more thing you need to know, something even more shocking about the 1971 no-mint mark penny that could change everything. I'll reveal it right after this quick message. Stay with me. Here's the secret you've been waiting for. In the world of rare coins, even the smallest details make a huge difference. It's not just about having a 1971 no-mint mark penny. It's about knowing what to do next. You need to understand how to get it authenticated and how to sell it for top dollar. In this market, a little knowledge can make you rich. So, don't let your chance slip away. Remember, the world of rare coins is full of opportunities. If you want to live a wealthy lifestyle through your collection, now's the time to take action. Check your pennies. Check your change. Your future might just be waiting in a small coin that's sitting in your pocket right now. Have you ever stared at your coin collection and wondered if one of those pennies could make you a fortune? Well, what if I told you that a 1975 mint mark Lincoln penny, something you probably have in your pocket right now, could be worth up to $1 million? No, this isn't some wild fantasy or scam. Stick with me for the next 10 minutes, and I'll show you how a penny like this could turn your life around. But first, hold on to your wallet because it's about to get exciting that you're holding your coins. Maybe you inherited a collection, or perhaps you've been collecting for years. One day, you come across a 1975 mint mark Lincoln penny. It looks ordinary at first glance, right? Could this be one of those rare treasures you've heard about on the news? It's easy to dismiss, but if you take a closer look, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Now, before we dive deeper, let's take a step back. You might be asking yourself, why does this penny matter? Great question, and here's where things get juicy. In the world of rare coins, the 1975 mint mark Lincoln penny is special for a few reasons. First, most of the 1975 pennies were struck normally, so there's a chance yours could be one of those rare exceptions. The truth is, a few of these pennies were accidentally minted with a double die error. That means some of them have a blurry, overlapping look on the date or the word "Liberty," something you can easily miss if you're not paying attention. But when you spot this mistake, you've found gold. Ever heard of a coin so rare that it sold for over $1 million? Keep watching because I'm about to tell you how you can find it. Now, let's get to the part that will make your heart race. Imagine you've just realized your penny is rare, perhaps even one of the coveted 1975 double die error coins. The excitement builds, right? You rush to Google it. Could it be? Is this your moment? The truth is, finding a 1975 Lincoln penny with this double die error is extremely rare, but when it happens, you could be looking at mind-blowing amounts of money. But wait, don't run off to sell it just yet. There's more to this journey, and here's where you need to pay attention. If you want to sell it for top dollar, you need to have it authenticated by a professional. Without this step, you might be sitting on a piece of history worth nothing, or you could be throwing away the chance of a lifetime. I'm sure you're asking yourself, but how do I know if I've got the right penny? That's the big question, and we're getting there, so stay with me. Let's pause for a second and look at the reality. In a world where most people just throw away coins like pennies, you might be one of the few who could actually turn that pocket change into a fortune. But time is of the essence. Someone else out there might have already found the same penny you've got in your collection and is on their way to sell it. So, what are you going to do? Sit back and hope, or take action right now? Alright, here's where it gets real. This could be your ticket to financial freedom. Whether you're looking to sell your coins to fund your retirement, buy your dream home, or live the wealthy lifestyle you've always dreamed of, understanding the true value of a 1975 mint mark Lincoln penny can change everything. But here's the catch: just because you found one of these rare coins doesn't mean it's automatically worth a fortune. You need to know the steps to take to unlock its true value. And no, it's not as simple as posting it online and hoping for the best. It's about getting the right certification, knowing the right buyers, and most importantly, understanding timing. Here's a cliffhanger for you. Did you know that the highest priced Lincoln penny, believe it or not, wasn't even in perfect condition? That's right, the value isn't just about how perfect the coin looks, it's about knowing the rare details that make your coin stand out. I'll reveal those hidden details in just a moment. But first, think about this. How many pennies are sitting in your drawer right now that could change your life if you only knew what to look for? So, here's what I want you to do next. If you think you've got a 1975 mint mark Lincoln penny, don't just sit on it. Start by carefully examining it. Look for those signs of a double die error. Then, take it to a professional coin grader to confirm if you've got the real deal. Remember, timing is crucial, so act now. The coin market waits for no one, and with the right knowledge and strategy, you could be turning that old penny into a massive payout. Don't let your chance slip through your fingers. The 1975 mint mark Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of metal. It's an opportunity to change your financial future. And you can be the one who uncovers its value. So, will you let it slip by, or will you grab it by the horns and make your fortune? The choice is yours. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on the next coin that could change your life. Until then, keep your eyes on your pennies and your dreams on your future.